There's no denying that Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been a massive disappointment for Disney. But with all of their failures between streaming and theatrical releases, all these things, one of the movies that people point towards the most is Thor: Love and Thunder. Because for a lot of people, they were expecting big things out of that movie. They were expecting a $1 billion box office because you have the follow-up to Thor Ragnarok, which did make a decent chunk of money for Disney, no denying that. You have Chris Hemsworth, a character who was so popular as Thor. And you have a big cast. You get Natalie Portman to return as female Thor. And of course, you have the Guardians of the Galaxy, a $250 million budget. And with all this expectation, you get a movie that was just an absolute disaster. Really barely breaking even at the box office when you look at all the money that they spent just on the production budget, on the marketing, and of course, after that box office cut. But now we get to see just how delusional Disney and Marvel truly are, because they're nominating Thor: Love and Thunder for multiple Oscars, including even ones for visual effects. A movie that got mocked even by its own director for how bad some of this CGI was. But this is Disney, and now they're getting absolutely roasted for it. Disney pushes Thor: Love and Thunder for Oscars, gets brutally trolled. Maybe Oscars for worst film ever made. Disney submitted Thor: Love and Thunder at the Oscars for several categories and created havoc on the internet. It's the time of year when award season are closer and the chaos around the nominations begin. We're officially just close to 3 months away from the most prestigious red carpet, the Oscars night. So now as the Academy prepares to honor the outstanding cinema and its members, the applications are fast reaching the office, and so have Disney Marvels. The studio submitted Black Panther: Wakanda Forever and Doctor Strange, has also pushed Thor: Love and Thunder, created a massive storm of trolls. Well, I don't know if it's trolls more than people that are just genuinely saying this is insane. It is insane that Disney is even thinking about nominating Thor: Love and Thunder in some of these things. However, Thor: Love and Thunder has been submitted for Best Picture, to Best Director, Best Actor in Chris Hemsworth, and Best Actress in Natalie Portman, and the Best Visual Effects. And here's just some of the responses. Thor: Love and Thunder submission for Oscars for Best Picture, Best VFX, Best Director. Disney, Tards, or whoever's decision this is, please stop doing drugs. Maybe that film should get an Oscar for worst film ever made. Disney submitting Thor: Love and Thunder for any Oscar considerations is the sheer definition of audacity. I'm pretty comfortable calling Thor: Love and Thunder the worst film of the year. Amazed Disney has the balls to even say it in the same sentence as the word Oscar, let alone Best Picture or Best Director. Disney submitting Thor: Love and Thunder for Oscar consideration feels like an insult to Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Black Panther should have no standing at the Oscars. The idea that that movie should be Oscar worthy is laughable as well. I respect the confidence, but this is delusional. And then you had a lot of people that were very much focused on the VFX portion of this, because that is the most laughable of all. Multiple instances, Thor: Love and Thunder was at the center of a controversy for Disney surrounding their VFX artists being overworked, underpaid, and turning out a garbage product. We've seen that consistently with Marvel over the last several years. Thor: Love and Thunder looked awful. It was hard to accept that this is a $250 million budget project when you have it looking like that. But let's get into some of this. According to the official For Your Consideration site, Disney's campaigning for all three 2022 Marvel Cinematic Universe things, including Love and Thunder, and for Best Visual Effects. I've been inclined to defend this movie to a certain extent, but there should not be a world where Thor: Love and Thunder wins an Oscar. I'm sorry. LMAO, Bloody Black Adam, and that was an average movie, has a better chance winning an Oscar than Thor: Lackluster and Terrible. The fucking audacity is insane, because Disney's submitting Thor: Love and Thunder at Oscars consideration for Best Visual Effects. This is an actual shot from the movie, mind you. This Best Visual Effects. This is something that they even had to redo, I think, when they put it out on Disney Plus, because it just got laughed at and mocked, and it didn't even come out looking any better. This is part of what they're submitting for Best Visual Effects. The same movie that Taika Waititi, the director himself, he mocked the visual effects. Taika Waititi's Thor: Love and Thunder CGI jokes make Disney issues even worse. Taika Waititi's joke about Thor: Love and Thunder VFX is particularly badly timed because Marvel needs to look at how they treat their staff. Here's the clip in question, if you guys remember this.
Darkness like no other.
Okay. Does that look real?
In that particular shot, no, actually.
It doesn't really, right? When you look close.
You need to be more blue.
Well,
you know,
no.
does he look real?
No, none of
Does
us.
she look like-
She something looks very off about this. But no, he changes hues, don't you think?
Yeah.
Put in the light. Sometimes he's blue, sometimes he's a little grayish.
This is them actively mocking the visual effects in their own movie. Yet Disney somehow is nominating Thor Love and Thunder for Best Visual Effects. I'm glad that it's getting roasted. I'm glad it's getting trolled. I quite frankly think that Thor Love and Thunder deserved more criticism than it actually got from people, because when you look at that as a whole, once again, a find yourself mission for Thor, for like the fourth time in a row. It's just laughable. The movie's bad. They brought down Chris Hemsworth in order to elevate all these other characters. We clearly know the reasoning why, and it was a disaster. It was a massive disappointment at the box office. Really, at the end of the day, barely making any money. So now Disney and Marvel are getting blasted, rightfully so. Let me know your thoughts about all of this, about the Oscars nominations in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.